So has anyone here ever felt anger before? Maybe just a few of you. Has anyone here ever had anger towards someone so much that you held a grudge against them? I have. More than once. But let me ask you, if you're holding a grudge, does that make you feel any better? Does it have any good to it at all? Whenever you seem to hold a grudge, it just kind of gets in your way. Let's assume this balloon is anger. It's the grudge we have against someone that has done us wrong, or we feel has done us wrong. When you start getting that anger, it starts building up. Yeah, right at first it ain't that big yet. But still, it's right there in front of you, kind of blocking your view. You still see what's going on, but you still have that anger in front of you. As long as you keep focusing on it, keeps getting bigger. Starts blocking more of your view of everything going on. And then you focus on it even more. Pretty soon, all you're seeing is that grudge. Pretty soon, all you want to do is just get even. But sometimes people think, if I talk about it, it'll help relieve some of that anger. But people don't seem to talk about it in the right way. It turns into gossip. You know what they have done to me. Can you believe how they treated me? You know what that gossip sounds like? That is what it sounds like. And did it relieve much of that anger? It is still there with that gossip. And then it spreads even more because you have more people feeding you now, going, I can't believe they did that to you. Me either. Keeps getting bigger. The more we think about what is going on and not releasing it, just keeps building up. Keeps getting bigger. Why is everyone holding their ears? What do you think's going to happen if you keep letting that anger go and go? Don't worry, it's a big balloon. But you see how that anger just keeps getting bigger. Keeps distracting us more and more. And it keeps getting bigger. What happens when that anger reaches its limit? It explodes. Eventually that anger will get to us. We'll be around people we love. Be around people that have nothing to do with it. And we explode on them. That's what anger and grudges can do to us. That's what happens when we cannot let go. We have to learn to forgive. Let's see what the Bible has to say about it. Proverbs 19, verse 11. Sensible people control their temper. They earn respect by overlooking wrongs. Colossians 3:13-15, make allowance for each other's faults, and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds all of us together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace, and always be thankful. And then one more from Matthew 18, verses 21-22. Peter came to the Lord and asked, Lord, how often should I forgive someone who sins against me? 7 times? No, not 7 times, Jesus replied, but 70 times 7. Can we forgive that much? That is an awful lot. That is a big order for us. But we can do it. We can let go of these grudges. We can let go of the anger. We have to let God help us. So when we get that anger and we start letting it build up, it's a whole lot easier to let go of it when it's smaller. But what if we keep letting it go? It gets harder for us to let go. It gets distracting us. That's why we need to learn to let it go. Now it's not there anymore. It is not distracting us from the work God has called us to do. It is not distracting us from loving others the way we should. We have to learn to let go of anger and let go of grudges, because it does not help us. Sometimes we get angry for the wrong things. Sometimes people don't even know that they have upset us. What good is it to us holding on to that anger? We have to learn to let go. This reminds me of a story I heard not too long ago about a snake that was slithering through a workshop, and there was a saw blade laying on the ground. As the snake was going by, it accidentally kind of bumped that saw blade, and it gave it a little scratch. Well, that snake just turns around and just bites right back at that saw blade, and it cut its mouth. Well, that made the snake even more mad. I'm going to get whatever this is that's attacking me. So it starts wrapping itself around the saw blade. As it's doing it, it's getting cut even more. Makes it even more angry. So what does it do? It starts constricting that saw blade. The more it tightened around it, the more it cut that snake. The deeper the cuts got. Eventually, the snake bled out and died right there. If that snake would have just went, oh, I just got a little cut and just kept going, it would have been fine. But that anger it had from being just a little bit injured ends up killing the snake, because it could not let go of that anger. It had to get back at whatever hurt it. Let's not be that snake. Let us learn to let go, because all we do is hurt ourselves when we hold on to these grudges. So let's learn to let go. Let us not hold on to anything that has been done against us. It says it in the scriptures that we need to learn to let go. When anger starts building up, we can't let it rule our lives. We need to do as God intended us to do. Let it go. That is how we are supposed to live. Let's not let anything get in front of us and blind us to take our focus off of what we are supposed to be doing. Let's follow Jesus. Keep our focus on Him. We can deal with life as it comes, but we need to learn when to let go. So let's never hold those grudges. Let us live and forgive. God knows everything we have done. He knows everything that we are going to do. And yet He still forgives us. He loves us. Let us show that same love to all of those around us. Amen? Amen.